I don't know when I left the Discord. Oh, I know when I left the Discord. When I called Rod in an emergency. Thank you guys so much. Please donate to the ACLU. This marathon is my pride and joy, and it would make me very happy if you continued to donate. We have incentive coming up. If you are here because it is Kingdom Hearts, there's Kingdom Hearts donation incentive soon. You should donate to that. Because that would make you cool. We're gonna get started with Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories shortly. In like Okay, unmuted. Hello everyone, this is Elodian, and we have Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories ready for you by Aeonfrodo, with Riku's story, and I'll take it from here.
Yeah, hey, so, yeah, this is Riku's story for Chain of Memories. So there are several differences compared to Sora's story that I'll go into. But, yeah, I will be pretty much ready to go, pretty soon. So I'll count you guys down. 3, 2, 1. Oh, sorry. Oh, this is not the countdown yet. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Sorry if I set you up incorrectly. But yeah, so Riku's story. Hold on. I'm not holding the start button. Anyway, so Riku's story is basically the opposite side to Sora's story. And Riku has to basically climb up Castle Oblivion in order to get out of there. And we start off immediately in Hollow Bastion. Oh, and we also got the worst encounter, so that's fantastic. So, Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories has a card-based battle system where you have to master this whole system, as well as be able to fight and avoid enemies. So, it can be easier said than done, but basically the idea is the higher the number you have, the stronger your cards are. Oh, that's an interesting first card. So we are going to grind a little bit in this first room. I'm hoping to get a strong initiative card because that would help immensely with cards. Unfortunately, we got the wrong Keyblade card. So there's two possible So there's card drops after every battle. And we essentially need the cards to get through each door in the game. We start off with a Moment's Reprieve 1, and I'm hoping not to use it because we need that card. Jeez, that's interesting set of cards. Yeah, and Riku's level ups are a bit different to Sora's, so his level ups are between HP, attack strength, and dark points. Attack. The difference between Sora and Riku is he can upgrade his attack strength, while Sora gets slates every 5 levels. And as you may predict, the attack strength is really useful to be able to level up. And we'll be able to level up every opportunity we get. Wrong Keyblade card again. This is an interesting set of cards I got. I wonder if I can make it through. Everything okay. I think I have to use 0 here. And then hopefully not use the high card. This is like the worst possible room I can go through. So when you use a card on each door, you end up in that room setting. And sometimes it's bad and sometimes it's really good. Oh goodness, this is so bad. Oh jeez. So I probably need to grind a little bit more just to get like more cards, because I need more cards to be able to progress through the game. So what Feeble Darkness does, it decreases the value of the cards that the enemy has. So it makes it easier for you to break the cards. Card breaks is when you have higher values than the enemy. Or, sorry, when you have a higher value than the card that's shown on screen. So that 1, I can break it with like practically any number. And yeah, you don't want 1 cards in your deck. And 0 is simultaneously the most valuable card, and it can be broken by anything. If you're wondering what 0s do, please tell me it's yay. Okay, we got a good card. I might need another red card though. So I'll go into what Strong Initiative does once I get into the room. But I think I do need a little bit more ammo with my cards. Okay, got Teaming Darkness. I'm trying to avoid using my Looming Darkness cards because I need them in, Oh god, wow. Oh. I need to get another red card. I need that 7 actually for later on. It's like, yeah, you have to like really think about what cards you need to use because some doors are locked behind the value of the card, and I need certain values to get past certain doors. Okay. I think I have to bite the bullet here and use one of the high value cards. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use that card and then get through. I didn't want to use it, but it seems I had no choice. And then I had to go through this garbage room. Like, just to put this in perspective, Lasting Days rooms are the worst rooms to go through sometimes. Mainly because the room layout can be really terrible and you have to go up vertically. So what strong initiative rooms do is that your first strike does a lot of damage, so it makes the encounters faster. And it's actually kind of a big deal, especially when you have an encounter where there's only 2 enemies and they both appear at the same time. So part of how I overcame that attack, which was really high in value, is that I forgot to use the first attack, and that's really bad because there was a 2 enemy thing. Sometimes I forget what room I'm in, because when you do a first strike, you stun the enemy, but you lose like a second waiting for the animation to go through. Keep on whipping. Sometimes it's really hard to hit enemies. Okay. We're starting to make progress here. And yeah, it's really important to get like that first hit on that particular encounter. You don't know exactly what encounters you're going to get. Also, I've gone a lot of those cards, which is both good and bad. But yeah, sometimes I can like spend a while on Hollow Bastion just like getting my cards grinded. Basically, the grind starts as soon as the run starts. Okay, I think I know how to get out of this world. So what I will do in this room is I won't fight the enemies immediately, and instead I'll just fight the boss. Hopefully I got a high card. I did with you. So the Maleficent boss fight is really easy compared to later in the game where you fight Dragon Maleficent as Sora. You just wail on her head, and hopefully she doesn't like summon higher cards than you. She has like a limitless deck because you can't like see her deck on the bottom right corner. And yeah, your deck is kind of limited. So each time I do use a 3-card combo, I do lose the first card in the combo for like the rest of the match, basically, or the rest of the encounter. But otherwise, yeah, that's Dragon Maleficent. So the big deal about being Dragon Maleficent before dealing with this room is I now have access to the Dragon Maleficent Darkness card. And what that means is I do more damage. And the fact that we're able to have access to this card extremely early in the game is that we're able to just, chop through enemies. Yeah, I believe the only way you can get the card back is to have potions. That's correct. But otherwise, if you run out of potions and that, it's very difficult to get the card back. And most of Riku's decks do not have potions. Speaking of Riku's decks, actually, so I do not have any control of what cards are in Riku's deck. It's mainly the world that decides them. So, for example, this Hollow Bastion world has me have this deck of cards. And I'm mainly increasing darkness points until I have enough. Is that all the encounters? I thought it wouldn't be. That's like 2 less of encounters. I'm getting a lot of Looming Darkness cards, which is actually really good for the next world. I just gotta, like, avoid using them. Well... And also, yeah, if you tie numbers with the card, you end up you end up stunning the enemy for a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna get out of this world. We've been in here for long enough. But yeah, that's a little short grind in Hollow Bastion. And now we're fighting Ansem all of a sudden. If you don't know who Ansem is, he's like the final boss in the first Kingdom Hearts game. I should also mention this takes place after the first Kingdom Hearts game. And wow, this Ansem is really easy. I don't know why Sora had a difficult time with him. Yes, this is between the first and second games, that's correct. So this is really important, this menu. I need to select the right world. I cannot take this decision back. Alright, cool. We did it. We picked Traverse Town. So Traverse Town is like the main grind that we do. Excuse me, this enemy does not want to fight me. So the main reason we're actually grinding is to actually get enough cards to get through the game. Ideally, at the end of this grind, we want 89 cards in our map card deck. Or just map cards in general. Oh. And sometimes the shadows are mean like that. They just go on the ground and right in front of you. Even while you're reloading your deck. Another thing I haven't really touched is you have to reload your deck each time you run out of cards. But what's really funny is Riku does not have to hold the A button in order to reload. He just like gets his immediate reload, which we are going to take advantage of because we do not have to like wait until doing that. And the more times you run out of cards in your deck is you have to reload more, but yeah, Riku doesn't have to worry about that, which is really nice. In Sora's story, you have to hold the A button in order to get your cards back. Excuse me. There's no more enemies here? Okay. That was fast. So... Ooh. Okay, that's not what I expected that to be, but okay. So the reason why Looming Darkness cards are really good in this world is one, that the room layout is really good, The room layout is completely flat, and you can just easily run across it. And the other reason why that this room is really good is that you get a lot of enemy encounters, and you need that for grinding efficiently. So each time you go between a room, there's like a load screen between each room, and it just so happens that the load screen is really fast between Looming Darkness rooms compared to, say, if I use Teeming Darkness, which is the other room with a lot of Heartless in it. The load is longer, and also the enemy encounters are less favorable. But I will use Teeming Darkness if I end up running out of the Looming Darkness cards, or sprinkle them in between. So with how room values work, it increments up by 1, which is why I'm being kind of careful with each card I use in each room. And it's relevant throughout the entire game and speedrunning the entire game. So knowing how to like increment up slowly is really important, so you can get through rooms quickly and without having to resort to using high cards often. Speaking of high map cards, the drop for the high number map cards, wow, I got a 9, is pretty like low. Like the most common you'll get is 3 to 7, and then 8 and 9 is also like in a drop pool, and then there's also 1 to 0, 1 and 2 in their own drop pool. Oh god. Yeah, I'm using this card. So I do have 2 zeros with this Looming Darkness, so I can be a little bit safe. So once I reach up to like the highest possible number, I can increment back down and with the 0 and go and reset back to 1, which is why zeros are kind of worth a lot of weight in there. Yeah, just a lot of weight. Also, I hit level 10. That's really nice. I'm just going to clear out this room before I fight the boss here. So to explain Riku's memories, I suppose, is that Riku is going through these worlds, but he only has the dark memory, so he doesn't have any, like, I guess, positive memories or people he's met throughout. He's only remembering, like, the bosses to evil just through the events of the first game. There you go. Probably 2 more encounters left in this room. I should also mention that the point gauge you see with the heart, with the is it the darkness symbol? I'm not entirely sure what it is, but that point gauge that increases by every card break that you do is your darkness points, and if those points hit 30, I access a more powerful mode called dark mode, and it makes Riku really powerful. But we'll get more into that as this run goes on. So this is the first boss, Guard Armor. He's pretty much a pushover. Sometimes though he does use high cards. Or it was 0 there, geez, that was kind of spooky. So ideally we want to position Riku in a way where he wipes out all the body parts really easily. And then just wail on his main body. Which is, wow, that was a really good fight. I usually have like less than 5 overdrive hits left. That was a very good boss fight. Alright, let's see what I have here. And yeah, you can actually reset the rooms in the game by just like hitting the door again and using another card. Now the room that you use, it will increment up. So I did use a 5 card there, so it will be at least 6 or higher. It's basically how the increment up things work. But yeah, now we're just going to grind until we get at least 89 cards. For the sake of the marathon, I'm going to get more than 89, just so I can make sure I can make it through the game without doing extra grinds. Yeah, and overdrive does make a difference in these encounters as I take 1 less hit on each enemy. So yeah, it just shortens encounters. And especially when I hit level 10. Oh. And sometimes Riku just whiffs attacks. Okay, it's really good that I got a 0 there. I needed another 0. I'm speaking what cards I need. Probably more high blues and more red 0s. Okay, yeah, I need to do that. Unfortunately, I knew I was going to use like more 0s, but it's fine. But I will start to mix Teeming Darkness cards in the grind, just so I don't go too quickly through my Looming Darkness cards. Okay, it's good that we're getting more 0s. I think the only cards I really need right now are high blues. Good drop. Okay, that's still pretty good getting that 0 there. Even though it was a blue card. I think I have at least like a few 0s I can use, which is pretty good. Yeah. I'm going to throw in some Team Darkness cards. So one reason I'm using them is so I don't increment up too high, and maybe I can avoid using my 0 just for later down the track. But also, there's generally slightly more encounters on average in Teeming Darkness rooms. But the problem is the encounters are usually longer, and the load times are longer as well. But I will use them to extend my grind if absolutely necessary. At level 13, I'm going to check how many cards I have. And then I can calculate from there how many rooms I need to go through. Another 0, that's always very nice. Okay, that's decent. If I get a 9, that'll be a 9 blue, that'll be really good. Of course, 9s are one of the rarest drops, so easier said than done. Yeah. Yeah, I should hit level 13, maybe 29 minutes, 30 minutes. Wow. I'm getting so many Teeming Darkness cards. Not like I really need them though. I think ideally from drops you want to get like short rooms. But you can't really control that. Sleeping Darkness is a short room, but it can also be extremely trolly. And sorry, you're gonna hear this beeping for a bit. So when I hit critical health, I will, yeah. HP bar has this very annoying noise. I also have to be kind of careful with this encounter because I could potentially die. Okay, cool. We're safe. And we're level 13. Oh. The ladder. Yeah, Riku kind of has magnet hands, so he kind of just attracts to that ladder. And we'll throw down this card and we check how many cards that we have. Yep, I'm not surprised. Oh, I do have enough. Okay, that's cool. I don't need any particular card. That's great. Maybe more reds will be nice, because I need a bunch of reds later on. But I think I'm good with card totals, which is great. I don't have to worry about many doors. And I also may be able to avoid using that 0 as well. The Looming Darkness 0. If I'm smart enough. Or maybe I want to use it to have less 0s. Because sometimes having too many 0s is not a good thing. Okay. Need that 10. But yeah, so if I were to be on like a PB pace run, I would have been pretty much done with the grind by now. But yeah, it shows how random this category can be at the beginning of the game, especially with how grinding works. Yeah. Okay. I think I got the gist of what I need to do here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna avoid using the 0 card as well, which is fantastic. I get another 0 in my deck, or in my map cards. Not my deck. My deck's completely different. But yeah, we should be out here with 2 more rooms after this. Maybe less than 2 rooms, because I don't need to do every encounter in that final room. I'm sorry this beeping is gonna last for a bit though. I just saw my life flash before my eyes. That was spooky. I'm going to double check my cards once I complete this room. But we should be on a pretty healthy total. I'm going to go over the usual amount of 89 just so I can keep it marathon safe and not have to grind for extra cards. But you never know with how the rooms turn out and how many cards I do have to set myself up. Getting some really nice high cards. Also, we're already done with this room. Wow, that was fast. I'm actually going to do something unorthodox here and use the 0 here. Because I've got a lot of 0 drops. Oh wow. I actually had 89 cards there, but yeah. Just for safety, I'm going to take 3 extra encounters. Which should be done very quickly. And then we'll be out of this world and continue with the rest of the game. That'll be my last card, then we're out here. So the rest of the run's going to be a huge boss rush, starting from Agrabah. So every time you go through a world, the bosses do get stronger with HP and the amount of damage they do. But we just go in order because it's very straightforward and you don't have to like really menu. Okay, let's see if I have a 1. I do have a 1. Nice. So I'm going to try and increment it up slowly because I do not want to waste my high value cards. That's my only 2, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we're going to use that for... I haven't actually played RE Chain of Memories myself, but I know there are a few differences with Riku's abilities. Like, he doesn't have rapid break in this version of the game, while he does in RE Chain of Memories. Okay. So the platforms here are a bit random, well, where which ones go up and which ones stay down. Ideally, you want the ones that stay up to hit Iago up there. And like Dragon Maleficent, Jean Jafar has like a limitless deck. Oh, I just got sprung up sky high. But that was a very good Jean Jafar fight. I didn't get trolled by the platforms. Sometimes the platforms go completely down like that in the boss fight. And the only way you can fix it is through a gimmick card, which I will point out when we get a gimmick card in a boss fight. But yeah, they only drop during boss fights. Like Jean Jafar. Alright. This room. Okay. It's a bit unfortunate. So, yeah, all my darkness increases the attack, the value of the cards. Anyway, so we're fighting Vexen. So you usually fight him later in Sora's story, but in Riku's story you fight him after you complete the second world. So Vexen has one really annoying thing that I hope he doesn't use, but I've been pretty unlucky lately, so I'm expecting it to happen. But you want to hit dark mode in me very quickly in this fight. Wasn't ready for that. And yeah, we activate overdrive so we can deal a lot of damage, and I got unlucky there. So the darkness card that Vexen just used is auto life. So when his HP hits 0, he's actually going to cover half a full HP bar, which really sucks. So he just like extended the fight, basically. But yeah, because Vexen has a huge shield, we want to try and jump behind him. And I almost stuffed up there. And get behind him. Also, Mickey cards do randomly drop during encounters. And sometimes they are your biggest enemy because you don't want Mickey cards interfering with your deck. Oh, almost got hit by that. Oh, I'm back to normal form. So I can't double jump well in normal form, which is a bit of a big deal because it's easy to get behind them when you're in dark mode. Alright. Bit of a scuffed fight, but all good. Also, I didn't have the attack boost, which would be nice for that fight. Alright. So the next world we're going through, I believe, is Monstro, yeah. I'm just gonna use this, yeah. I don't believe I have more 2 red cards, so I'm just gonna resort to using freeze and cool. So Parasite Cage can be actually a pretty annoying fight. And that's mainly because of the toxic goo at the bottom that you have to kind of avoid stepping on, because you do take a little bit of damage when you stand on it. So you see me jumping a lot just to avoid taking damage from that. And it's really important that I avoid taking damage, especially because the next boss fight is extremely dangerous. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Parasite Cage can be annoying sad. Also, another annoying thing about Parasite Cage is the experience card that goes behind him. So it's a bit annoying. Also, I didn't level up, so yeah, the next boss fight is going to be really dangerous. Because I need that level up to restore my HP. But because I didn't get the level up, I'm going to have to be as cautious as I possibly can. Which is pretty hard to do on the next boss fight. Yeah. So this is the final world with a set of cards, and it's Neverland, and yeah, we're fighting Hook at the end of this. So the really bad thing about fighting Hook is that he's completely random what he decides to do. Ideally, I want him to use a card called a darkness card called All Zeros, which what that does is make all the cards values to 0, and that means I can break every one of them, but also in return he can also break every single one of my cards. So the battle becomes a bit chaotic, but favorable in a way. So Sleeping Darkness is another small room, and I have to kind of be careful where the Heartless are though. Ah, no! And I have to use, that's why I need red 0 by the way, so I can use it here. Yeah, I'm gonna use all my darkness 0. So let's see what Hook does. So the bad thing about my deck is that my 0 is right in the middle of the deck, and that is extremely bad. Also combo in present is probably gonna kill me. Oh, he activated second chance, that's interesting. Okay, got him. Wow. That could have been really bad. Like, he could very easily defeated me. I would have to go on back to the start of the boss fight. But yeah, that was a very good Hook fight, despite how random he can be. The other things he can do, the worst thing you could possibly do is use, I can't remember what card, Darkness card, but it activates random values, and that is very difficult to deal with. Because you don't know what card he will do until he pulls it out. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go immediately to another boss fight. We're going to fight Riku Replica 1. So the idea here is to not get stunned, which is already a bad start. And yeah, we want to get to... Hello? He used Increment early, which is really bothersome. But yeah, we want to get to Dark Mode as fast as we can, and then just wail on him. And hopefully he doesn't use high value cards. Unfortunately, Incremator increases the value of his cards, so that makes it kind of difficult to deal with. I might die here. Ah, oh, dang it, I almost had him. Yeah, that was just bad luck, unfortunately. And the reason why I load a small room is so that I don't have to go through a large room to get back to the boss fight in case I do die on the boss fight. So that was kind of a safety strat that, yeah, I didn't need to explain until now. Wow, he's really busting out these zeros. I'm getting kind of unlucky because he's activating Incremator early, and ideally you don't want him to activate Incremator early. Oh, jeez. This is a bit better of a start though, but yeah, Incremator is just very annoying to deal with early. I should be fine though. Okay. I just want a full heal there because I don't want to die again. Okay. Beam is normal Riku. So the first world we're going into with the second set of world cards is Atlantica. The main reason is because Ursula ends up having a lot of HP if you go to her like last or something like that. And it's just ideal to go to her first. Yeah, want to use that one card. Try to go as low as I can. Jeez, I got 4 of those zeros. That's a lot. I usually don't have that many zeros. Wow. Alright, so this is why we need the blue cards. Yeah. So we can get through that door easily, and hide mainly so we can get through that door without having to use too many cards. So the Ursula boss fight, we really want the gimmick card to drop, which I forgot to point out in Parasite Cage, but it's basically the green Mickey card. With, yeah. Looks different to the other cards. And not that Mickey card that I just picked up. Unfortunately, we haven't got a drop from Ursula that involves the gimmick card. But yeah, that was a smooth fight. She can easily defeat Riku here because she has like a giant laser beam that she can do that you definitely want to stop. But yeah, that wasn't a bad fight. Okay. Just looking at my options here. Oh goodness, I've sometimes sleeping darkness rooms you get like these formations that are really terrible. So yeah, I have to deal with it with a jump of sorts. Almost ran right into the enemy. So the next world is Olympus Coliseum. And as you may guess, Hades is pretty infamous in this game as well. It can be really difficult. There's several ways to actually fight Hades. The strat I'm using is going to be like... It's a old strat, but it's pretty good. Also, wow, I don't have a lot of low cards. Which might be a problem in the future. Oh, wow. Yeah, sometimes the enemies are just placed in front of you like that. Okay. Let's go RNG. Oh wow, that's a really good lucky room there. So, Mingling Worlds is basically you let RNG decide what room you get. And that was a really short room. So what I want to do here is try and reach dark mode as fast as I can. Because I get access to my combos. And hopefully deal with that. That's a bit spooky, by the way. Gonna have to go and use attack bracer and... Okay. But yeah, Fire Hades is really scary. Because he can just murder you, especially with Berserk active. Like, he could, like, one-shot me right now. But thank goodness. But yeah, we use Attack Bracer to be able to stop his incoming cards to break our cards, which is what Attack Bracer does. And we got that with the Genie Jafar card that we got way back when we beat Agrabah. Also, I need to go north here. Okay, number 5. Yeah. Press the frame too early. So yeah, I need to hold the start button to skip cutscenes, which is, if you're wondering why. So Wonderland here is pretty interesting world, and with how the room is laid out, I can actually use stagnant space cards to my advantage, which is why I've been holding on to them. Yeah, okay. I'm just going to use it here and then try and use a low card in the next room. Because 5 is a little too high. Okay. Might have to figure out which 4 I'm going to use here. Probably Looming Darkness, yeah. It's not ideal to use Looming Darkness in Wonderland because not so great things can happen with Looming Darkness. Okay. That was like my best option, that 5 there. I might have to bust out a 0 though. I'm thinking about it. Yeah, I'm heavily thinking about it. Oh my goodness, I got so many stagnant space cards. So yeah, this is why I need a lot of reds, because of that 30. Get rid of that 7. Get rid of that 7. Okay. So Trickmaster can be a terrible boss or a really good boss. So if you notice that since my deck changes every world, this particular deck is not so great because my highest card is a 5. And the only way I can break the higher cards that Trickmaster will pull out is combine them for a slate. And the gimmick card is very useless in this fight. You just summon a table and yeah, you can just easily jump up and just keep on wailing on him. But that was a pretty good fight. Sometimes there are runners that can use Berserk strats on Trickmaster, which we'll go into a little later. But yeah, that was a pretty good Trickmaster fight. I'm going to use the 0 in the next room. I think it's a wise decision, and I've got a lot of 0s. Like, way more than the average. So we're going into the final, I guess, optional world you can pick, which is Halloween Town. So Oogie Boogie's a pretty easy fight. The thing is, it's random how fast that fight will go. And also there's a lot of like rooms in this world. So I'll try to go through them as fast as I can. We're going to start low as usual, and we're going to try to not go too high. This is so hard. Because you're starting to run out of cards at this point in the game. Oh my goodness, this room is... That room was something else. I may have like... Just trying to think of how many 0s I have left. Okay. This is so hard. So the enemy just flew right in front of me. Luckily, I hit them, so it's kind of easy to escape from them, especially in the lasting days room where the days last for a while. So for the Oogie Boogie fight, I need to break or tie or break his first card in order to get past this the dice. Otherwise, I'm gonna get hit by an attack. Okay, cool. I got the gimmick card. Hurry up, do your thing. So yeah, I purposely just used the card there. So if I use the gimmick card now, it will be kind of a waste. Especially because I do not have as long to try and take out his HP bar when I do it normally. But when I use the gimmick card, I have a longer time to take him out. So that's why I waited until I actually got his things now for the first time. Then I just immediately use the gimmick card and take him out. So yeah, the sooner the gimmick card drops, the better. But yeah, I got kind of lucky there. That was a pretty quick Googie fight. That was almost really bad. If that was a bigger drop, that would have been extremely bad. So I had to find my way up. Alright. So now I have to go back to the top room that we use, the Feeble Darkness 02. And then hopefully escape from this world. This room's rough. Okay. Oh my goodness, I got so many zeros. I picked RNG World and it probably wasn't a good idea. Because I got, what do you call it? I got stagnant space in a place where it's not particularly great. And hopefully I don't die to the next boss. So the next boss is actually a Riku exclusive boss, Lexaeus. And he does a lot of damage to you if you get hit. So ideally I do not want to get hit by him. Oh my goodness, one more hit's gonna kill me. I could have died. Yeah, that was like kind of a panic fireball. Okay. That could have been really bad. Also, the experience went everywhere, so that's kind of annoying. But yeah, we're going to do our final darkness point upgrade here, because we just need 40. And the rest of the level ups are going to go to HP, because as you can see, bosses really hit hard when you only have 95 HP. But yeah, that was very spooky. And the next boss is going to be even spookier, because the strat I'm going to do is a bit risky. So if I end up failing that particular strat, I'm not going to bother with it again, because it just... yeah, it'll just be a lot easier to not waste that time again in case I do die to this next boss. So we're in Destiny Islands. So this is where Riku and Sora and, you know, all the characters that we love have grown up. But Riku, unfortunately, only gets the dark memories here. So it's a bit sad that he doesn't see any of his friends. Jeez, this is bad. At least the door was in a nice spot. Oh, wow. Double checking things. Okay, cool. I do have plenty of green cards, so I should try using my green cards. And then buy that card. So if you haven't guessed, we're fighting Darkseid. And Darkseid, although he's quite easy when you fight him normally, we are going to do some very risky strats on Darkseid. Also, nice whiff. So I'm purposely taking damage here in order to hit critical HP, because that's when Berserk is most effective. Need to do that.
My turn. Hey, come on. My turn.
Okay. Yeah, I need to use that. So I do have a nice HP buffer to not die instantly against, like, if I were to do like really risky strats, I would be on very low HP and the shadow can kill me. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay, good. But yeah, that's Darkseid. So yeah, I had a nice HP buffer, which meant I was like in little danger of dying. So, oh yeah, there's Sora there. It's not really Sora though, it's actually Zexion. Yeah, Zexion is in Riku's campaign only. So that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to bust out 0, won't I? Yep. Okay. Yeah. I've got so many of them. Jeez. So many 5s. Yeah, what's the best 6 I can have? I guess teaming. Where's the door? I thought it was hidden by a tree for a second, but I guess it's up there. Yeah, it's up here. So the next world is a world that both Riku and Sora haven't been to yet, which is Twilight Town. Which is going to become a pretty iconic staple in Kingdom Hearts. But yeah, this is the literal first appearance of Twilight Town. Okay. I hate this. I am going to use one of my zeros. Hopefully it's a good room. It looks like a Tranquil Darkness room, which is not too bad. And this is why I need the low blue card so I can get through that door. A 0 will be acceptable, but a 0 is also really valuable. So anyway, we're fighting Riku Replica again, but this time he's a lot harder. And can be very annoying. So I want him to use a very specific darkness card, which allows me to copy his ability. So I need to pay attention to the bottom. Okay. Get rid of the incrementer right away. I don't want to deal with that. Okay, now he's using the right ability, which is Slate Lock. So with the darkness, with the dark side card we just got, we're going to copy that Slate Lock ability, and we're going to use Dark Aura. So Dark Aura is like Dark Riku's ultimate attack, and it does a ton of damage. I'm going to play it safe here. To get rid of the Dark Aura. You had the audacity to use a 5 Dark Aura on me. How dare you? It's so funny when you beat slates with just one card, though. But yeah, it's really important to keep your zeros on deck, just so you don't get hit but with too much damage, because Riku Replica 2 does do a lot of damage. Oh no! That could have been really scary, but it's also faster than using Dark Aura again when he has low enough HP. But yeah, that was actually a really good Riku Replica 2 fight. Sometimes he trolls you by not using the ability you want, because Slate Lock, what that does, it keeps that first card in your Slate combo, so you can use it at least 5 more times. Yeah, I'm gonna bust this out. Get some of these cards out of the way. And I'm going to use a bunch of zeros as well. I need to count how many zeros I have. 1, God, 4, 5. I think I have 5 zeros. Yeah, okay. So I do need to be a little bit cautious. Just a little bit. With my zeros, because zeros are still very valuable at this point in the game. I am going to use a 0 here though. Wrong. So sometimes rooms can trick you. I've barely been tricked in this run, but yeah, that's the first time I've been tricked in the run. Goodness gracious. I guess I'll use this card, because I still need to use my zeros. I still need to keep hold of my zeros. Okay, this should be the 50 door, yeah, so this is why I've been saving up my cards, to be able to go through this door. Yeah. Cool. That wasn't too bad. And I kept some of my high cards too. Sometimes it's still valuable to just keep some of your really high cards, just so you can make it through the rest of the game. But yeah, now we get to find out whether I can get through the rest of the game with the cards I have. Okay, so we're gonna throw out that 5 again. I need to be careful with the amount of high cards I have left. So I still need to have a value of 13 to get through the final door in the game. And oh yeah, I should have mentioned that that door we just went through, we actually met Namine for the first time as Riku. And she basically explained to him that Sora got really messed up and has to like protect him, and it'll take a year. So at this point in the story, Sora's story is over, and yeah, we're just playing through the rest of the chain memories as Riku, but on Riku's side, that is. Okay. Suppose I can use that 5. I might be able to just use like 0, alternate between 0s and 5s. How many? I've got 3 left. Yeah, I should be able to like make it through. And 0s are for the most part useless for the final door. And yeah, I could just like use the last 2 0s. Because the final world is actually pretty short. And I shouldn't need to grind because I got enough cards. It's kind of hard to determine when the run ends because the final boss is actually extremely difficult. So spoilers, the final boss is Ansem again, but he's really, really difficult to beat. He might be arguably one of the hardest mandatory fights that you have to do in the series. So yeah, so the final Ansem fight is... So you basically have like no set heals. You might have noticed Riku has no magic throughout the entire campaign. And that's really bad for this particular fight because, yeah, I have no heals. So wish me the best of luck. The time is on the final hit. But yeah, this fight can get very ugly very fast. Another nasty thing about this final Ansem fight is that once he uses his darkness card, I cannot see what slates he's going to pull up. He's already doing a lot of damage to me. Okay, I didn't expect to break through that slate. Oh, dang it, his slate beat my heal. So the only heals I get in this fight are the Oogie Boogie heal and the Mickey cards, and they're both finite. So I had to get lucky on Mickey drops during the fight, which... Oh, I did get it. Nice. I'm not going to get that Mickey card, unfortunately. Yeah. Yeah, this final boss fight is very difficult. Jeez, he just has so many knives, dude. Please chill. And 0s. Oh, why? I need to get this Oogie card out immediately. Like, I'm trying not to use it in the opening stages of the fight, but it's just hard sometimes. Oh no. Oh no. I need that card. Mickey, help me. Another zero Mickey? Are you kidding me? Crap, that was bad. Oh, thank you. That's a rare mercy from Handsome, where he just like lets you heal. Crap. Jeez. I was so worried whether I was going to get that off or not. Okay. No. Wow, that was actually really spooky, that clash there. Oh no. Time. Oh my god. That was so scary at the end. Oh, that one more hit could have ended me there. Yeah, that was absolutely spooky. So I would continue the ending, but the problem is I don't want to hit the DMCA music, unfortunately. Yeah, there is music that will get DMCA'd. But yeah, if you really like Chain Memories, and especially the original Chain Memories, there are like some boss fight guides for this particular category. And also, yeah, just there's guides, and there's also the Kingdom Hearts speedrun Discord if you want more info about this game. And yeah, wow. But yeah, this category is really fun to run, and it's also really good to just like get you into like Kingdom Hearts Chain Memory speedrunning. There's also the HD version, which makes the final boss of this category a bit nicer, because Riku does have rapid break, and that like breaks the final boss. So yeah. Thank you all for having me. please donate to this wonderful cause. And I hope you all enjoyed watching the run.